Today we are going to unbox the new Lyman Accu Prime. So I figure I'm going to try to step up my priming. This model here, it's kind of one of the low-end models to get you into actually being able to set your primer at a determined depth. So this is fully adjustable and you can set it to stop your primer wherever you want in your depth. You could be 1/1000th below flush, 2, 3, you know, you can physically measure the primer pocket and you can set it so that it's just touching it, or you can set it where you have it 2/1000ths crush, 3/1000ths crush. A lot of people don't realize that on a primer, they don't look into it to this extent, but on a primer, you have your anvil, okay? And your anvil, it is positioned in there to the point where, if you look closely on them, there is a little bit of the anvil that protrudes out past the base of the actual primer cup. And the goal would be to be extremely repetitive and basically just crush the anvil in flat with the base of the cup base and get a repetitive set depth. So your ignition timing is basically the same on every round. It's just one more step to try to advance in the game. So let's dig in and unbox this bad boy. All right, let's get started. I like it so far. Well, thing is, like, it goes over all of its goodies. Cool. I like it. Oh, on the back. I like it. Right or left hand operation. Accept standard shell holders. Top seating accuracy and precision due to our patent priming punch design. Smooth operation, side handle, and unique helix camming design. Fully controllable and adjustable priming depth. Boy, that is the nice thing. This is a set. Stops. Stops. Okay. Alright, I like that. Alright, so it's at a set stop, which means that the little punches in there, they just come up to the top of the travel and you adjust. Yes, let's open this up. Alright. Oh yeah. So, yeah, they're pretty nice. They're case hardened or hardened. I like it. Alright. So it looks like there's an Allen wrench in the base. Sure is. So there's an Allen wrench in the base. And I'll be darned. Okay. So you can lengthen and shorten that stroke. I like that. And then of course it sets it. See, now it's above it. Above the anvil height there. So I like it. So it's going to stop on the actual base. Timing gets set here, shuts on the base, set your time, your depth. So let's just mess with it once. So there it is. I adjusted it. Take it all the way. Oh my goodness, look how freaking high up that is now. Ooh baby. Okay, so that's gonna seat her down deep. Let's change that. see what we get here. As we turn that screw, down she comes. Liking it. Oh yeah, boys. This is going to be interesting to do some testing with. I like it. It's what I've been wanting to test. Hey, you know how I am. I'm all about, there it is, flush again. This is cool. Cool. So we have large and small. Let's just drop it in there. And, okay, so that's down and then up. Oh, yeah. All right, let's just grab a show holder. Let's see here. Slide it in. And then, oh, yeah. There's the big boy. So we slide that in. We drop that in. Ah, that holds the show holder in. That's cool. Okay. All right. So throwing this out there that I see already. Kind of crazy. Screw this down, whatever you do. Blah, blah, blah. Get that show holder out. You got to get that out of the center. I do not. Oh, yeah. Just like so, maybe. Get some pinchers, maybe, I guess. Okay. Then you can change your show holder. I like it. Simple. Effective. I totally like it. That's just what we want. I like this. Boom. Which, of course, that's way, way too high already. But, holy cow. Let's bring that in a little bit here so you guys can see it a little better here. I'm liking this. I'm liking that. Oh, yeah. Okay. And you'd spin it around like so. And then you get to use it left-handed. Alright, this is going to be neat. Deprimed and cleaned primer pockets. And then, of course, we got this set up. My goal is to be like, we're going to set 2 to 3 thousandths below flush. Alright, and we're going to see how well this works. So it would go in, let's set our primer in there. Primer's in, you know, there's our primer. Pull it till she stops. Definitely just below flush. Let's measure this. So there's the case. Height is a little bit about 0-ish. There's 0. There's the primer. We are 1.5 thousandths below flush. There's the edge of the case. 1.5 below flush. Okay, I like it. Just grab another case. Drop our primer in. Stops. Flip over. Measure. Okay. There's 0. And we are 0. Sure we're right. Yep, so there's 0-ish. And the primer is about 1 thou. Close to 1.5. About 1 thou below. Okay, 1 thou below. Let's just give it a see if I didn't quite hit the stop enough. Yeah, it's right at about 1 thou. Okay, so that's 1 thou below. It's pretty decent, within 1/2 thou. Oh, drop our primer in. Slide the cartridge in. Okay. Come in. So that's the cartridge. We'll 0 the cartridge, go to the primer. And that's saying it's way shallow. Let's see here. Cartridge. Yep. Primer. So it's not reading on that. So let's re-0 this. Just a little deeper. Okay. So there's the cartridge. 0'd. Primer is right there at 4.5 deep. So not very consistent on that one. Alright, let's try a different one. Let's just check 0 on it. Alright, let's go for the primer. It almost seems like you're a little bit can manipulate it with pressure. You know, but let's see. There's 0. Primer. That's 1.5. All right. I wonder if that was a variance in primer cup height. No, it shouldn't matter. I wouldn't think. Wouldn't matter. All right, let's do another one. Stop. Let's measure it. Cartridge is at 0. Primer is about 2 thousandths below. Okay, that's good. Last one I got sitting here. Primer's in. Till it stops. Let's zero our cartridge out. And that one dropped to 4.5 below. Interesting. 4.5 below. Spinning around. There's 0 on the edge. Cartridge. 4.5. Okay, so those two. And what a coincidence. Okay, so those two cartridges are the R-P cartridge. 4570 government. Okay. And the other 4 are the WWs. Interesting that those 4 came out, 1.5 to 2 thou, which is what I want. And then the two R-Ps, R&P ones, came out 4.5. Even though my only thought, I guess, would be maybe. No, I have no clue, but there you go. So for what it is, it's pretty consistent, I guess, across matching head stamps. So that's a win-win. In conclusion, what I have discovered is between these two cartridges with the 2 different head stamps, this is the R&P and this is the WW. Our overall length is within 1/2 thou. The headspace on these is pretty close. They're within 1.5 thou of each other. This one is 65 thousandths. This one is right at 64 thousandths. So that's 1.5 thou. Okay. But between the two cartridges, where this flat surface here is your stop, the R and P cartridges have a way bigger chamfer on them than the WWs. Way bigger chamfer. So that is setting the height differently in that bevel, okay, in that chamfer than it is on the WWs. That's why there's an inconsistency between the two. So interesting with the mixed head stamps and using this Accu Prime. All right, well, that concludes using the Lyman Accu Prime. Now we'll take it to the range and we'll see what consistent primer depth does for our groups and see how much of an improvement it can make. Thanks for tuning in.